Welcome to Stock Graphs. Stay connected to us for free educational stock contents. For our contents, we pick the companies and stocks based on certain criteria and present them to you with potentially the most updated news, forecasts, analysis, and rumors. So stay tuned and subscribe now for trending stock news and updates and make the accurate projection with our analysis. Before going through our videos, kindly read the disclaimer. Our videos are created for educational purposes. We are not intended to suggest any position taking or investment advice. Perform due diligence before buying or selling any stocks. Just before we get into this video, this is your friendly reminder that if you enjoyed today's video, hit that thumbs up button and make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And also do not forget to check out some of the links in our description below. Hello everyone, welcome back to Stock Graphs, and today's video is on NASDAQ's NNDM. For all the investors who are planning to invest in NASDAQ, it is a good news for you that the stock of 3D printing company Nano Dimensions has been one of the major gainers this year so far. Nano Dimension Ltd ADR's NNDM shares and potentially its market environment have been in a bullish cycle in the last 12 months, as currently there seems to be a trend where stocks in the technology and manufacturing sectors are being popular. Now, to highlight some of the major factors of the company is that Nano Dimension is involved in one of the most topical sectors currently, that of semiconductors. It provides 3D manufacturing capabilities that make semiconductor chip design, production, and testing easier. Now, it is an important highlight that there is a global shortage of semiconductors right now, and Nano Dimension is just on the right track on filling the market need. Currently, NNDM is attracting a lot of attention and has intriguing avenues for growth. NNDM stock is being Reddit darling of the 2021 retail phenomenon. There is a clear indication of the growth is that NNDM has a high of 17.89 within the last 12 months. Just check out the interview of the CEO of Nanotech and you'll get a better idea on how the company is surging internally.
We raised, you're absolutely right, last week 16.9. Together we have about $65 million of cash and no debt. We raised the total $65 million over the last 3-4 months. And the way we got our shareholders excited, and some of them, we did it in 4 rounds, and some shareholders that invested in the first, invested in the second and the third as well, is investors understand that in a situation like this, it's the best of all worlds. From one side, we have a business with 30, 40 customers that are early adopters. It's a business that the technology will reach inflection point within the next few quarters. It will expand like a biotech investment.
According to the interview, in December, they raised 16.9 together and they have about $65 million of cash. And know that they raised the total of $65 million of the last 3-4 months, and the way they got their shareholders excited is just amazing. Another thing, according to the CEO, is that the technology will reach an inflection point within the next few quarters and it will expand like biotech.
So tell us why it's so important. Why now to raise money with the sale of 39 million shares this week?
Very good.
How much are you raising and what are you going to do with it?
We're raising $500 million, and what we're going to do with it is split between 2 years of proceeds. One use of proceeds is advancing the technology. This technology is a replacement for the PC board industry of 85% of this industry that moved to China and moved to the Far East. Only 15% left on the ground in the United States. This machine will enable this industry to reshore production, reshore through digital printing to the United States. So one part of the amount of money we're raising is to accelerate the product, to get the machine into a production machine that will be able to produce these products with no environmental impact, no dirt, no chemicals that is spreading all over the place. The second part of the proceeds are going to be used for acquisitions of very unique technologies that will be integrated into this machine, and in parallel to integrate larger companies that are in the electronics field and selling the electronics in the traditional manner and still using offshore manufacturers, and we're going to buy these companies and slowly populate those with our new machines and our new technologies.
Just this year on January, NNDM shares surged more than 50% as retail interest sparked on social media drove heavy interest and buying in NNDM. It has been one of the most reactive stocks to the retail meme, taking advantage of the shares surge with numerous share offerings, raising considerable funds in the process. One of the most prominent offering is that Nano raised over $300 million in a share offering in January. Later, the stock had its peak earlier in February. Nano announced it had entered into definitive agreements with investors for the sale of 39,100,000 of the company's ADSs at a price of $12.80 per ADS pursuant to a registered direct offering. The gross proceeds of the offering will be approximately $500 million before deducting placement agent fees and other estimated offering expenses. Based on that, we can say that the stock had its peak earlier in February, but it has corrected sharply since and declined by as low as 45%. However, at the same time, it is important to point out that despite the fall, the Nano Dimensions stock is up by 1,000% in 2021 so far. Considering the sort of gains made by the stock, it could be worthwhile for investors to take a closer look at the stock. Another major highlight of the company is that a letter to shareholders dated on February 9 refers that Nano's CEO said the company has cash reserves of $990 million and no debt, which is a very strong indicator of how the company is currently doing. Before the most recent correction, NNDM's share were trading at a high of 16.72 on February 9th. Ironically, this is the same date the NASDAQ began to experience the effects of the most recent correction brought on by fluctuation in bond yields. From a high of 16.72, the stock currently rests around $10 space. This is a fantastic news for anyone who believes they originally missed the boat. Nothing about the company has fundamentally changed, nor has its midterm plans, so you can invest now. The company is doing really good. However, today was not a very good day for Nano Dimension, which is down almost 8 on the day, closing at 7.79, which is just about $1 below what we closed at yesterday. So obviously that does not sound good. But guys, we did take the opportunity to buy the dip based on its future projection, which we will be discussing in a moment. Now let's move on to explaining a few things that we find to be a good catalyst in the upcoming future for NNDM. Based on our forecast, a long-term increase is expected. The NNDM stock price prognosis for 2026 is $56.231. With a 5-year investment, the revenue is expected to be around plus 448.87%. So obviously, based on the positive outlook, we bought some in dips, and we also recommend it as a part in your portfolio. However, we also recommend you to do your due diligence before making any investment decision. Thank you so much for watching the video. All the way to the end of today's video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and that you are subscribed to our channel as well. Click the bell button to make sure you get updates as soon as any stocks come into our attention. Check the link given below to join our Patreon group and get access to our Discord chat group. For more related videos, check the description box below. Now you guys know that we love hearing from you, so make sure to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Please make sure you identify stocks based on your investing appetite. Some stocks are more riskier than others, and some can be more rewarding too. So make sure that you understand all the risk involved before making any investment decision. Our videos are created for educational purposes. We are not intended to suggest any position taking or investment advice. Perform due diligence before buying or selling any stocks. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you have a wonderful day.